She told some people you were in trouble with it. They scattered all over town collecting money.
Now, don't push.
Merry Christmas.
I made the ransom with charge accounts. I'm saving this money for a divorce if ever I get a husband.
Christ is born in Bethlehem.
Merry Christmas.
Teacher says every time a bell rings, Joe Biden falls down the stairs.
That's right. That's right.
What's up, guys? Boy Benny. In every movie, there's a moment where the bad guys' plans backfire spectacularly and blow up in their face, and Democrats are reaching that point very, very quickly in the 2024 election. This is what their plot was. They were going to give Donald Trump a mugshot. They were going to find him guilty on total garbage felonies in the state of New York, doing some like unique legal theory that nobody can even explain, nobody can understand. Everything was rigged against Trump. And then they're going to call him a convicted felon and probably put him in prison. That's the plan. But their evil plan is backfiring now spectacularly, and we have the data to prove it. So just for reference, Donald Trump, who, this is him last night at 2 a.m. in the morning. This is Trump at 2 a.m. at UFC in the morning. Does this man look phased to you? 2 a.m. in the morning, cheering on the UFC. And we'll get to more of that in just a second. Donald Trump has done something utterly remarkable. Again, to put this in perspective, Joe Biden raised $50 million last month. Okay? This is what happened when they found Donald Trump guilty of felonies. Nobody really knows what he did. Nobody's ever charged anything like this before. And you saw the spike in search interest here via Google. This is the bump that Joe Biden got. And this is what happened to Donald Trump's search interest. Well, now this has started to materialize. There was an initial report that within 24 hours, Donald Trump raised $52.8 million. And that was pretty remarkable given the fact that Donald Trump raised, once again, in one day, more money than Joe Biden raised the entire month last night. But now we have confirmation from Laura Trump that number is actually much, much larger. Check this out.
People have really spoken up. And Casey, they've spoken with their wallets and their pocketbooks, even in a time where our economy is in such bad shape, thanks to horrific policies by Joe Biden. The American people came out, and in 48 hours after Donald Trump's verdict was read, our campaign and the RNC raised $70 million in digital fundraising. This is small dollar donations. And I think the amazing statistic to take out of that is that 30% of that money came in from people who had never once donated to Donald Trump. People are very upset about what they saw happen this week to someone should never have had a case brought against him. We all know that if his name had been anything other than Donald Trump, this case would have never seen the light of day. And what people are seeing now is that they can't trust our judicial system. They are very worried about the America that we are facing if this is the precedent we are setting in the United States. And so I think that that was a very quick, very rapid, and a very strong response from the American people. It has gone way too far. The judicial system being weaponized against a political opponent, the American people are upset, and they spoke out about it.
Good for you, baby. Even Sean Strickland last night saying, I'm going to donate to Donald Trump, to Donald Trump's face.
President Trump, you're the man, bro. It is a damn travesty what they're doing to you. I'll be donating to you, my man. Let's get it done.
I'll be donating to you, my man. Let's get it done. Laura Trump confirming $70 million in 48 hours, an astronomical number. Senior advisor Jason Miller, who is an awesome dude, saying that he's never been more optimistic about the Trump campaign. Check this out.
More optimistic about the campaign now than I ever have before. So let's go and look at the numbers for a moment. Daily Mail had a poll out saying that President Trump's approval ratings are up 6 points following this verdict. Daily Express had a poll out saying that more Americans were more likely to support President Trump than not. You look at the over 53 million that President Trump raised at donaldjtrump.com online. A third of those, by the way, are new donors. And Howie, last night at the UFC in New Jersey, that was a hero's welcome. Walking into an arena and 15,000 people cheering for President Trump. I think that's the message of where America really is at this point.
Oh, yeah, baby. 15,000 people cheering for Donald Trump last night. We can't help ourselves. You got to check this out. Donald Trump posted his first TikTok from last night. Another record setting. The president's now on TikTok. It is my honor. Donald Trump walking in again to a conqueror's hero's welcome as the arena stands and cheers. Good walk on, says Donald Trump. Once again, Donald Trump breaking records. You can see here Donald Trump, probably the fastest growing TikToker in the world right now. This number is actually up to 1.5. So this is outdated. So Donald Trump has 1.5 million followers and Joe Biden has a pittance of 300,000. Who the hell would follow Joe Biden? What a complete goofball. Look at this. How cringe. He's the sitting resident of the White House. So Donald Trump gets 1.4 million followers on TikTok. Joe Biden's been stuck at 300,000. He's been on TikTok for months now, even though his administration voted to ban TikTok. So somebody explain that to me. Yet you're going to tell me that this guy got 81 million votes? Yeah, okay. I'm calling bullshit on that. This was what the walk-in sounded like as Donald Trump entered the stadium. Just listen.
He is a rabid mixed martial arts fan. I kind of feel like he's betting on these fights when he's not actually here.
The fist pump.
The round of applause he's getting right now is pretty staggering. And you had to imagine that's what was going to happen.
Pretty staggering.
The UFC here in Newark, New Jersey, the fan response has been absolutely
Insane. Donald Trump asked on Fox and Friends this morning what he thinks about the fundraising record.
I think we've set a record beyond all records for fundraising. That's like a poll. And another one just came out just before I got in that we're 6 points higher than we were before. So I don't know if that holds up. I mean, I'm just not sure. But people get it. It's a scam. And the Republican Party is really, they've stuck. They stick together in this. They see it's weaponization of the Justice Department, of the FBI. And, you know, that's all coming out of Washington. You may think it's brag.
Is Trump ready to go to prison? This answer I found particularly shocking.
The judge could decide to say, hey, house arrest or even jail.
It could.
How do you face what that could be?
I'm okay with it. I saw one of my lawyers the other day on television saying, oh, no, you don't want to do that to the president. I said, you don't beg for anything. You just the way it is.
You don't beg for anything? What Trump style here, man. What Trump style. What an alpha. What a complete alpha in a world of such cowards. President Trump and the RNC raised $70 million in the last 48 hours. 30% of those were donations from first-time Trump donors. Trump supporters aren't looting, vandalizing, or burning down small businesses because of the outrage verdict. They're jumping into the fight. What a smart take there from Brianna Morello. This is the new poll. Poll shows Donald Trump gets 6-point bump in approval after being found guilty. Who could have predicted that? And Donald Trump breaking all fundraising records. These are outdated numbers. It's now 2 times that. Eric Trump closing it out, talking about the significance of these numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go.
A little inside information, but as I was leaving my house about 37 seconds ago, I asked my wife, what are we up to now? And she said, just in terms of small dollar, we're well over $70 million. This is $21 donations, $43 donations, right? Small dollar donations. If you add the large dollar donations to it, you're over $200 million, but you're over $70 million. And by the way, Maria, wow. 30% of those people have never been seen before by a political party, right? I mean, these are Americans who are pissed off. They're coming out of the woodwork, and they want to support a guy that they just believe is getting bamboozled by a system. And we saw it with impeachment 1. We saw it with impeachment 2. We see it where they weaponize every liberal DA and AG across the country with one intent, to take him down, to slander him, to ruin his reputation, to try and divide his family, to try and bankrupt him, to throw him in jail, to do whatever the hell they can do. And America sees through it. They know exactly what's going on.
Donald Trump is the conqueror. He will be the first felon president. He comes from a long line of felons who founded this country. We are a country of gangsters, and Donald Trump is just king gangster right now. Thanks a lot, Democrats. You turned him into Tupac. Now he's just going to sell more records and win in 2024. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe. See ya.